Welcome back, everyone, to the Bear From Plays YouTube channel. Today is Friday. It is March 28th. I'm going to try baseball one more time. We didn't have a very good day on opening day. That's okay. A lot of people don't have good days on opening day. And really, we should have been above 500. Tyler O'Neill saves the day. We actually almost went up money because Tyler O'Neill cashes the home run. It paid $225, 50 to pay $225. Shout out to Tyler O'Neill. 5 straight seasons with a home run on opening day. For the losers, Braves money line up by a couple runs early in the game. Chris Sale did not have his stuff in this one. The Braves bullpen was horrible. That was one loss. I'm gonna save them. One pitch away between the Tigers and the Dodgers. We had what do we have? Freddie Freeman grounded out. So before that, it was a Teoscar bomb. That's what we had. One pitch away from Scooble. All we needed was one more pitch to go under 3.5 runs. Didn't happen. Teoscar Hernandez is a bomb. They scored 6 in the first 5. Tough. That's one pitch away. Pirates Miami was the winner. Under first 5 under. It was 3.5. Kind of shaky in that one as well. Paul Skeens a little shaky in the bottom of the 4th, but he got out of it. Also, Alcantara, a little shaky in the top of the 5th. He got out of it as well, so that's the only one of the day. The loser, Nationals, plus 1.5. It's over. I had so much hope coming into the season. All the life is sucked out of me. We were the better team for 9 innings. That's just the fact. 3-3 game. Let's start from the beginning, though. Mackenzie Gore, plus 10,000 for the Cy Young if you're interested. You cannot go 5 innings with 13 strikeouts and 1 hit and lose a game. That is unacceptable for the Nationals. Just unacceptable. He was up 1-0 when they took him out. What happens when we take him out? Bomb. Oh, you don't want just one bomb? How about another? Bullpen comes in 2-1 game. Okay, kind of panicked now. Bullpen gives up another run. We answer in the bottom of the 8th with a double steal from, I believe, Cruz and Jacob Young, a double steal 2 and 3, and then I believe it was Elise Garcia with a little blooper to tie it up in the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Finnegan comes in for the 9th, top of the 9th, bases jammed. I'm screaming, get him out. He gets out of it. Kyle Finnegan's one of our better closers, the best closer we have by far. We go to the top of the 10th. 2 out. Sorry, let's go to the bottom of the 9th. 1, 2, 3 strikeout. I don't even know what happened. I couldn't even see the ball. The ball's going so fast. Top 10. 2 out. Runner on 3rd. Remember, they start with runner on 2nd. We are 1 out away from going to the bottom of the 10th with a runner on 2nd, nobody down. We sack bunt and we pop fly and we win the damn game. Dave Martinez has Alec Boehm coming to the plate. If you watch any baseball at all, it could be a beginner. If you watch last season at all, you know Alec Boehm rakes against lefty pitchers. What do? Well, first of all, we had 2 batters done. Then we walk Bryce Harper, which was a really bad walk. Harper will just sit there with his bat left on left. We walk Harper. Then we get both managers looking at each other and saying, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? We have people warming up in the bullpen. What should we do? There is only one thing you can do. You take the lefty out, you bring the righty in going up against Alec Boehm. Dave Martinez, statue. Doesn't even move after the discussion. Stay out there. You got it. 1 pitch, 94, middle, 1 swing of the bat, and the season's over. It's over. There's no way to come back from that. Whenever Mackenzie Gore gives you 13 strikeouts, 1 hit, and you're up by 1 run. Also, Keibert Ruiz, my God, dude. I understand you go 2 for 2 with the home run. Thank you for your service. We cannot be swinging at balls that hit you in the middle of the shin. He swung at a pitch that hit him middle of the shin, and I think the 9th inning, 8th inning, whatever it was. I lived and died in these 10 innings that we had today for the Nationals, and it's over. So I'm off it now. Let's just go over to FanDuel. Brutal day, and honestly, the money is still there. The money is still decent. We didn't lose a lot, but the record kind of sucks. But the Nationals game sent me to a place I do not want to go, and thank God they don't play tomorrow, right? Please, right? No, they don't, right? Right? No? Please, no. We don't play tomorrow, right? Thank God. Okay, we don't play tomorrow. Okay. Whew. All right, the games we're going to be taking in the MLB. We're going to be taking 2 games, 2 player props, a pitcher and a batter. That's what the normal breakdown's like. I wanted to get a lot out there for the opening day game. We're going the O's and the Blue Jays for the first play of the day, Boston Rangers for the second play of the day. The O's put up a bunch of runs going up against the Blue Jays. Tyler O'Neill hits a home run. Adley Rutschman, a 2 home run game for him. We are looking at -1.5, +164. Kevin Gas Gosman on the mound for us. Charlie Morton, the veteran, they got him in a trade from the Atlanta Braves. He's got to be, he's got to be 40, right? If I look this up and he's like 31, I'm gonna be pissed. He's 41. Okay. I was gonna say if Charlie Morton's like a sneaky 33, I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, Charlie Morton's 41. Obviously, on the back end of his career, Blue Jays take a really, really bad loss in their opening day game. I think they bounce back in this one. We're gonna go -124 on the money line. The Blue Jays lineup is not bad, especially the top 4. Bo Bichette was really, really swinging the bat well in spring training. I think he had 6 or 7 home runs in spring training. Anthony Santander had a couple really hard line drive hits in the outfield, just nothing got over the fence. Vladdy's always been good. So this team, they've got a lot of talent at the top of that lineup. The back end needs a little bit of health, but I do think they bounce back in this one. They had a really good opening day ceremony as well for Toronto, so they need to find a win. I think they can do it with Kevin Gas Gosman on the mound. He's been reliable over the last several seasons. Charlie Morton on the mound for the Orioles. Could be anybody's game, but I think Blue Jays bounce back here. -124 is going to be the first play. For the second play, we have Tanner Houck on the mound going up against Leiter. I have the numbers for Tanner at the beginning of the season. We're going Boston, by the way. -120 on the money line. I have the numbers here for Tanner last season. I remember talking about him last season, early in the season, talking about like what maybe taking people for Cy Youngs and stuff like that. At the beginning of the year, he went 6 innings against Oakland, 6 innings against the Angels. No runs earned in both those games. Had a weird game against the Angels. Gave up 4, but he gave up a total of 3 runs in the first 5 games. You take out that Angels game. So I do think Tanner once again is going to have a good start to the season going up against the Rangers here. Boston looked pretty good. They've got a new lineup. Alex Bregman now hitting the 3-hole. This Boston team, they could be frisky. They brought in a couple new pitchers as well. I like this Boston team, and I take them on the money line going up against the Rangers. Rangers, man, they couldn't get a ball in the bat on the ball yesterday. 5-2 score, I believe, for that final score today. But we're going to go with Boston here on the money line. Tanner had a really good season last year to start the year, and I think he's going to have a really good season to start the year this year. We're going to stay in the same game here for Tanner. We're going to go with we have no player props. We had player props yesterday at this time. We're going to go with Tanner over his strikeouts going up against the Rangers. I like the Rangers swing and miss in this one against Tanner. Like I said, Tanner last season to start the year was very good. I think he can duplicate that in this game. For the other player prop today, we're going to go to the batting props, and we're going to the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Miami Marlins. I have some numbers on Connor Gillespie. He's been around the league a little bit. He's been in minors for 4 years, getting his shot. I'm happy whenever people get their shot at their major league level. The problem is that it's Miami, so this guy obviously isn't a guy who's won it on a lot of teams, but Miami really needs the depth, and they gave him a shot. I'm all for that. Hope he has a decent career, just not in this game. Probably not going to be in this game. He's 0-1 in spring training this year at a 3.86 ERA. He pitched 16 innings, 0.92 whip. Not bad at all. Not bad on the whip, but the 3.86 ERA, giving up a few home runs. I think this is going to be trouble for this young man. He pitched 1 or 2 games for the Guardians last season. I think the spot's just going to be a little bit too big for them. Pirates also want to bounce back in this one. They lost on a walk-off the other night going up against Miami, and that sucks for Paul Skeens because I think Paul Skeens had a 4-2 lead when the bullpen came in, and then that Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen, maybe the only bullpen that can contend with the Nationals for worst bullpen in the MLB, the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're going to go over 1.5 bases for – we have no player props out. It's crazy. 1.5 base for Brian Reynolds is going to be the final play. We're going to put these plays in, and then we're going to make a home run parlay. I will put the player props in tomorrow morning probably whenever they come out. So we'll get these 2 in, and then let's go make ourselves a home run parlay for tomorrow. Really need to do a better job on the batting props because James Wood and Francisco Lindor weren't even close yesterday. So let's go over here. And we can't take any home run parlays. I'm blanking tonight. No home run parlays because none of the player props are out. So we're going to, I guess, not take a home run parlay. I guess I might have to go back to graphics. I saw FanDuel have all these games out a day before an opening day, but we might have to go to graphics for baseball if they're not putting the player props out so everybody knows what we're taking. But we're going Brian Reynolds on the player prop over 1.5 bases. And for the pitching prop, Tanner Hoke over his total strikeouts. We got the Red Sox in their money line and the Blue Jays in their money line as the 2 plays for tomorrow. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Friday, March 28th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please drop a like this video and subscribe down below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.